All right, boys. I'm gonna just come out and say it. After letting it marinate, thinking on it, sitting on it, and arguing with myself about it, Thunderbolts asterisk is my favorite MCU movie of all time. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not lying. Not rage baiting. I'm not even gonna downplay other MCU movies, but I truly think that the highest bar of the MCU has been set with this film. And I don't know shit about the real Thunderbolts in the comics, or that much about Sentry slash The Void. I want to talk about why Thunderbolts, asterisk, or asterisk, the new Avengers, though I'm not calling it that, is my goatiest, and maybe hopefully change your mind if you thought differently about this film. Spoiler warning if you haven't watched it yet, you've been warned. Though I won't talk about the whole film, just what I liked. I'm not one who says that the MCU went downhill after Endgame, because I did like many projects after Endgame, even though not that many people did. I loved Eternals, Multiverse of Madness, Wakanda Forever, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Are they perfect? No, not at all. Definitely not. But they don't deserve the hate that they get. I'm gonna be honest. When this film first got revealed 3 years ago, I was like, oh, this is gonna be the most dog shit, most fucking ass thing ever. We got Ghost, a frankly very forgettable character, Red Guardian, a Russian Captain America knockoff, Yelena, arguably the best part of Black Widow, but frankly just a Black Widow clone with a Russian accent. Bucky's cool, US agent, ex-Captain America knockoff turned Captain America knockoff, and Taskmaster knockoff of everyone else. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine also didn't interest me in the slightest. Every time she would show up at the end of the series, miniseries, or post-credit scenes, I was like, dude, who the fuck is this shit? I disliked it, and so did everyone else if you see the comments from 3 years ago. And then a couple more news started pouring in. Steven Yeun got revealed as Sentry, and personally, I didn't see it. Then he dropped out, and Lewis Pullman got cast, and yada yada. Time passes, and we're getting more and more information, and my active hate towards it turns into curiosity. I'm like, her. Though to be frank, the trailers didn't give it any favors in my opinion, because we've already seen these characters before in either one or two projects. They were so plain and boring. Basically Marvel was trying to cash in on the Suicide Squad hype. But for some reason, I really wanted to watch it. I had a feeling that I'd like it. And so did Ivan though, which is crazy because he hates everything. And so one night, Ivan and I go to the movie theaters, watch it, and we fucking loved it. I believe the best movies are the one with the writing aspect of the characters, not the action or nostalgia or aura, which is sadly what a lot of people care about these days. Let's be honest, none of these characters except for Yelena are written well. And that's why I didn't care about this movie at first. I'll give it to you straight. That doesn't change much in Thunderbolts, and that's almost my only negative in the whole film, as Yelena's the central main character, and I'm not that mad about it. I liked Yelena in Black Widow. She was okay, the only good part of the film, but other than that, just okay. And it's not Florence Pugh's fault, it's the writing. In Hawkeye, we see Yelena's point of view of the Vlip, and that was amazing. We see her reaction to Natasha's death, and that was okay. As you can see, Thunderbolts with these characters look so fucking ass. The odds were extremely against it, and yet somehow Yelena rises up to be, I'm just gonna say it, one of the best written MCU characters, even though the bar is not that high. We got our films like Superman being about hope, Fantastic Four, The First Steps being about family, but Thunderbolts is about found family and purpose and wanting more. Specifically for Yelena and Bob. Yelena wanting to do more than just dirty work and wait for the next call was great in the beginning, but I think it was missing a final push. She's trapped and alone. And if you see the scene with the guinea pig in the maze at the beginning of the film, what does this room look like? The room with the other Black Widows, complete with the windows down to a T. The guinea pig is her, but then Yelena saves it. And Yelena gets saved by becoming a hero and finding a family. I'm gazing Yelena, but yeah, sadly, none of the other Thunderbolts are as developed, like Ghost or Red Guardian or a little bit of US Agent. And that's okay. But another character that I do love was written well was
the Void.
Bob Reynolds, or the Sentry, or the Void, is a character I didn't know much of. I only knew his appearance, his name, and that there's a thing called the Void solely because of the Marvel Snap card. I learned that Sentry is basically Marvel Jesus, all-powerful, immortal, but there's a catch. There's something called the Void that always threatens to destroy the multiverse, Marvel Universe. It's either Sentry's second personality due to his heavy drug abuse in the past, or an evil entity that bonded and clung to him. For every good the Sentry does, the Void will enact the force of evil. And in the film, the Void is the former. And although he doesn't have every power the comic version does, he's just as terrifying. I'm not complaining though, because what the hell could these hero knockoffs do to a comic accurate Void if he was adapted properly? I also want to say that I fucking love this design of the Void. This light absorbing, completely veiled in shadow Sentry with only the whites available. Jesus, I prefer it more than a demonic appearance. The flowing cape and insane shadows, it's so simple yet so effective. We didn't see much heroics from Sentry, which is what I was expecting before watching the film. And that's fine. From what little I know, Bob can't do anything at all as a Sentry without the Void threatening to come out. I also thought that since I know a tiny bit of the Void in the comics and was seeing what he was doing to our heroes and civilians in the film, the Thunderbolts' last battle with the Void was not going to be a physical fight at all, but a mental fight. And I saw that a lot of people didn't like it. I was like, what the hell? They wanted bootleg Captain America's, plural, to fight an Avengers level threat. Like, come on, bro. Be fucking for real. But yeah, Sentry/Void is fucking sick. And if I never see him again, so Void doesn't reemerge, I wouldn't be mad at that to show how much of a fear he is on everyone's mind. I believe what carries the movie a lot is the original soundtrack. Not soundtracks and films with like SZA, featured artists, but composed from the ground up by composers. In the MCU, I'm gonna be that ass. There's no original track I can remember by name except for Wakanda and Wakanda Forever and Black Panther and Black Panther Wakanda Forever, because I fucking love those tracks to death. Watching Thunderbolts in the beginning, none of the tracks really stood out to me until Bob got gunned down and stood up. This track was fucking incredible. When this played, Ivan and I looked at each other at the same time slowly. We were like, wait, huh? Valentina's slow-eyed widening launches a wave of, oh shit, well, why is she scared if she's the one, she basically made the dude. The soldiers shoot at bro and then he just starts flying, and then Valentina looks more shocked. Her jaw physically drops, smells like, what the hell? And then Bob faints and crashes. I loved it because this is a world of heroes. Damn near everyone can fly in this universe, be it hero or villain. But if Bob starts flying, it's like saying, oh shit, you better watch out, bruh. I also love the shot of him falling straight up into the clouds. That was pretty sick. Bucky's entrance scene also had a cool build up, but then the climax was drowned out by the ducking, and I thought, oh, that lacked a little bit of something. I don't know. I need to listen to it when I got home.
It's Bucky! The Winter Soldier.
I got home, I listened to it. Dude, this track, appropriately titled It's Bucky, is fucking amazing. The Wakandan drums playing in the back, dude, this shit is sick. Oh my god. Finally, Bucky gets a heroic theme and it's glorious. I also love that the new Avengers theme has bits and pieces of the Avengers theme. It's the Avengers, but not really. Just like the team themselves. Dude, Son Lux knocked it out of the park. Holy shit. And they also composed the soundtrack for Everything Everywhere All at Once, so I knew they were gonna cook. I also love how almost immediately after they were introduced, finally at the end properly, the credits show that no one fucks with them. No one wants them. Not my Avengers. Nope. The Bavengers. The heard around the world. It's pretty sick. basically shows that these guys already have an uphill battle to climb and they haven't even started. The film misses a bit. As I said, some characters are very underdeveloped, but I love the scenes where they have their own little spotlight. Walker hallucinates his kid and wife, and then it's revealed that he's walking towards his death. I was like, oh shit. Ghost not leaving the trio when she easily could have, and her killing Taskmaster. I was like, oh damn. Before watching the film, I was expecting her to die, and no, I didn't read any spoilers or get spoiled. I was expecting her to die at the end of the film because of Void or something, but not the first 15 minutes of the film. I was like, damn. Red Guardian is the same as he was in the last movie. I laughed at some jokes. Yeah, but other than that, it was plain. But I do love the speech that he gives to Yelena, and I really adored Yelena's speech as well after that. Dude, this shit is sick. It was amazing.
I'm so alone.
Bob was also introduced in this film, and I already love him, especially because of Lewis Pullman. He played him kind of to perfection, no cap. The film has a lot of jokes that I laughed at. None of that typical MCU shit. And yes, I know you roll your eyes and blah, blah, blah. I know. But you guys know about the MCU comedy, right? And then I saw the post-credit scene and I was like, oh my fucking God. This is MCU jokes. It's fucking awful. Walker in the film was goofy, but he wasn't a fucking dumbass.
He does have the shield.
Oh, I got a shield too.
It's not a shield.
Yeah, it is a shield.
It's a shitty shield.
Great shield, Bucky.
Okay,
I don't know what any of these buttons do. It's unbelievable they didn't mark any of them.
now there's this huge space crisis and no one's telling us about it.
We're running out of space already? It's impossible. This building is enormous. Hey? What?
Outer space.
Outer space.
And, dude, what? I'm gonna be honest though. This film did not make me any more excited for Doomsday and Secret Wars. I think those films are gonna be some hot, stinking wet dog shit. Am I gonna watch them? Of course. Am I gonna enjoy them? Probably not, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly talk about Thunderbolts Asterisk, the new Avengers. Tell me what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you not? Why? Where not? And yeah, like, sub, enjoy. Peace out.